Hey, Pokemon fans, it's 21 times from PokédexCentral.com. Just continuing just our kind of a brief intro into Lost Thunder expansion set, which is just barely 2 weeks away. Get your coins on PTCGO now, because this is a big set. A lot of good cards in here, and one of the cards that a lot of people really like is Sightseer. And this card allows you to draw cards from your deck until you have 5 cards in your hand. Before drawing, you may discard any number of cards from your hand. So a lot of people are giving this like even 5 stars and saying this is just a fantastic card and it's gonna, break the meta and it's gonna be a 4 of and so on, and I'm not seeing it. So this is obviously has very clear comparisons to Lily, which is seeing a lot of play right now because, if you get it turn 1, you can get, potentially 6 or 7 or up to 8 cards in your hand. And then even beyond that, you can get, up to 6 cards per hand. You don't have to discard anything. So now obviously we know there are tons of decks, any of the squids, there are tons of decks that love to discard, energy. Not really many other things. We lack like a Vespiquen like attacker from Ancient Origins, the one that was based on did damage based on how many Pokemon you have in your discard pile. We don't have anything like that. There's Bayonet GX that wants to have supporters in the discard, but overall, we don't have a whole lot that's gonna. You can potentially bring things back, with supporters back with Delcatty, but it can be beneficial to discard cards, but you're getting only a few cards back in return from this card. Even if your hand is completely empty, you're only getting 5 cards. If your hand were completely empty, you'd much rather have a Lily. If your hand's only partially full, maybe you'd rather only discard 2 cards and get 4 with Sophocles. This also kind of reminds me of a card that we had in the previous format, Psychic's Third Eye, which saw 0 use and is a very similar card. To me, this Sightseer is just not very good. If you want to discard cards from your hand, why not just run Zebstrika that we covered yesterday, and then you're going to get 4, and you still potentially could play another support. I'm not real big on this card. I think a lot of people are going to be very disappointed by it. I think a lot of people are going to run it and then are going to realize, oh, wait a minute, I have 6 cards in my hand and I can only discard 2 of them. So I'm going to be drawing 1 card. Or I have 3 cards in hand, I'm going to discard all 3 of them and then basically get 5. But, why not just, run a Lily, and I could have gotten 3 other cards, I just, I don't know that this is necessarily going to be as good a card as everybody thinks it is. But please tell me otherwise. If you think otherwise, let me know. Maybe I'm missing the situation here where this really is fantastic and is going to be just as good as Cynthia and going to be a 4 of in every deck. But let me know. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching. We'll keep going on some of the big cards here coming out of Lost Thunder, kind of giving you a little bit of a preview, kind of looking at them in depth a little bit. Thanks very much. Have a great day. Bye.